I've got a Steam backlog that's as long as your arm and twice as ugly, so figured I'd crack on with some of the untouched games in no particular order, then get to a point where it's either too shit, heaps not for me, or where I need to take this offline and like get real intimate with the storyline. What do you get when you cross Hotline Miami, Streets of Rage, and a grotesque need to give thugs a kick in the guts? Angerfoot. In today's Clearing the Backlogs, I opted for something that hasn't really been sitting in my library all that long. I was looking for something that I can kind of drop in and out of and just be able to click heads. I picked up Angerfoot thinking this was just going to be a silly boomer shooter. What I found instead was a game that takes old gaming tropes like the bad city that's, run by, gangs and crooked cops and everything's just fallen to crime. And then you've got a hero with a unique skill. And Free Lives does this, but it puts a hilarious take on it. It's brilliant. Once you get into the game truly though, it's fast paced, it's frantic, it's a pisser. Let's talk difficulty. As the resident challenge runner for Basement Discourse, this is kind of important for me. And Angerfoot approaches difficulty in one of my absolute favourite ways. Nearly every enemy gets necked in one shot, but you are also very squishy. To balance it out, levels aren't very long and your death can be reset in seconds. So you can die and be back kicking people's faces off their bodies within a few seconds. And honestly, that's one of my favourite ways to approach difficulty, very much like how Hotline Miami does it. Now, kicking is clearly a big thing with this game. Everything is kick related. Like, not only is the whole goal of the game to collect shoes, but kicking also works as like your interact button, and it opens doors, it deflects explosives, it kills enemies. It's such a versatile mechanic with how they've chosen to implement it in the game. And the game even dares you to do levels only kicking, and that's pretty damn awesome. Speaking of feet though, the shoes, they're not just a plot device. They're actually something that you collect as another system, again, similar to Hotline Miami or a lot of roguelites, in the sense that as you progress through levels, you can unlock shoes, and shoes do different things. So there's shoes that will make people's heads bigger, that make doors explode, that make people who are kicked explode. One pair even resurrects you once you die. There's even a pair that fucking slows time. Your feet aren't the only lethal weapons in this game though. There's a good amount of guns that you can steal from corpses, and most of them feel unique and fun to use. I'm a big fan of the stake crossbow personally. Like anything that can pin a cunt to a wall, I am all about it. That's why I love the railway gun in Fallout 3. All in all, I had an absolute fucking blast with this game. I finished it before I even started writing the script, and it was just a joy from start to finish.